Okay, my darling husband is skirting around the subject matter here. He had a heart attack 2 weeks ago, and you were in the right place at the right time, and I am so grateful because you've been through a lot.
All right, so a little bit of the history here. On Saturday, April the 26th, I flew to Italy, and that's why Fripp and Nino, the bunnies, stood in for upbeat moments. So, I'd been suffering what I consider to be acid reflux for the couple of weeks before, following my return from Cruise to the Edge with David Singleton. And I had this in 2019, and I thought, all right, little acid reflux, deal with this. But on the Saturday morning I flew, it felt a little bit more.
You know, for me, that Saturday morning, and normally when we say goodbye to each other, we hug, we kiss, and you were preoccupied. And I thought, oh, well, you've got some drama to deal with. I didn't realise you were having a heart attack.
Well, I'd had a heart attack 2 weeks before, but I hadn't known it. So what I was doing on that Saturday morning, rather than cuddling with my wife and making a fuss of the boys, I was emailing ahead so that there would be a doctor in the guitar craft house in Casta della Presolona in the Lombardy region of Italy. But I was in more discomfort the day I flew than before.
I cannot believe my husband flew feeling like this. So your wonderful and very brilliant team got you to hospital.
Yeah, well, the Crafties meeting me in Italy, one of them, Michela, thought, if Robert has a pain in his chest, rather than get a doctor to the house, we'd take Robert to the doctor and to the hospital. Bergamo Hospital, leading cardiac hospital in Italy.
Thank goodness.
So they wheeled me, I was in A&E, thinking, oh, they're going to give me a prescription for my acid reflux. And it went on a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
And a doctor said, well, you should have 10 of these. You have 500 of them.
Yeah, that's a measurement in your blood.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So anyway, there we are. And
so 5 hours of surgery, intensive care, then a second surgery.
Well, here's the interesting one. I was in A&E, not quite knowing what was going on, other than I knew they were going to do something. And an orderly came along and shaved my balls. Now, the dear man, I really didn't wish his job on him at that point. Now, this is the thing. So, you're concerned with my heart, fine. What are you doing shaving my balls?
I think that's because of